Yeah. Keyshawn Davis, is he part of the discussion after his past performance? He looked good.
The thing is this, you know, like I said, nobody knows who that Keyshawn Davis is. Nobody knows who he is. And so he needs to get his name up. He needs to. This is what we could do. Him and Keyshawn walk into a restaurant. Who are they gonna know? Amado or they're gonna know Keyshawn? Okay, that's all I gotta say. I mean, I'm not saying that we won't fight him because we want to fight him, but.
Or
Emiliano,
or the Davis brother.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're down, but they got to be M's, not make it, not hundreds of thousands of dollars. M's. That's why you gotta hype it up, and you guys have to get more known. You guys have to get. And I'm not saying something that's wrong. Nobody knows who those dudes are unless you guys are boxing heads.
That's what they want, the three brothers.
That's fine. We can do it.
DB3 versus the Vargas legacy.
That's fine. Let's do it. But guess what? Nobody knows who they are yet. Amado walks into a place with the other dude, Keyshawn. I don't even know who he is. You walk in with him. Amado walks in with him to a spot in an arena. The majority of the people are always gonna know who the hell Amado is. They're not gonna know who the hell Keyshawn is.
His performance, though, were you impressed by that or what?
I see the highlights. He did good. He did good.
I didn't see him. I don't know who he found.
You didn't even see the top rank reel?
I don't see none of that.
I see our top rank.
I don't see none of that.
You're impressed?
I know.
He's a good fighter. But what my dad said, you gotta, you know, I agree with my pops. So.
Gotta get his name up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm focused on whatever I got upcoming front, forward. So we don't really pay too mind to it. But like my dad said, if you want to do that for M, so.
Cool. All right, Amado, appreciate you.
Much love, bro.
Good luck in the future, man.
I'm still getting used to this new update to my phone. Big Boss K-Po Talk Boxing. So we cluster, you know what we're talking about. Amado Vargas and Fernando Vargas were interviewed by Fight Hype. Shout out to them. And if you got this far, you saw the interview, right? But before I get to my soliloquy, remember, tough times don't last, good people do. Don't knock yourself. Cut them in the fight line, remember you matter. Also, happy Thanksgiving. All right. They were interviewed. They were asked a series of questions, talking about Tank Shakur. Of course, they picked Tank to beat Shakur. But then they talked about Keyshawn Davis. And apparently there's like this ongoing beef between the Davis brothers and Vargas dynasty, right? And Fernando Vargas said, man, nobody know who Keyshawn Davis is. He said, my son and Keyshawn Davis walked in the restaurant together. Nobody would know who Keyshawn Davis is. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think they both on the same level. I think both of them are contenders or prospects. Let me say that, right? I think both of them are prospects. We just gonna keep it like that. I think both of them are prospect status. And I'm gonna drop a video really going into depth on my channel, on Boss Hog channel, on the reason why I feel like Keyshawn Davis is still a prospect, right? So y'all stay tuned for that. But as it pertains to the Vargas brothers and the Davis brothers, them having a potential fight, Fernando Vargas said, we're going to fight for M's. We'll fight all of them for M's. They just got to get their name up. We're well known, they're not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think they all on the same level. I'm not going to lie to you. Skill-wise and just star power-wise. Keyshawn Davis is not a star. Now, he will be, and he can be, but he's not a star. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely not a star. The Vargas brothers, they will be, but they're not a star right now. All of them are great, gonna be great fighters one day. You know what I'm saying? Emilio, Amado, and I think the other brother. I think the other brother named Fernando Vargas Jr. or something like that. All of them are gonna be great fighters one day. You know what I mean? And that's a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? Because you got one of the Davis brothers, I think he like 6'1" or something like that. I think both of them are like 6 feet. You know, I think Keyshawn's the shortest one. You know, so I would put Keyshawn against Amato, and then like Emiliano against Keon, and you know, and the other one. I think the other one fight at 140, if I ain't mistaken. So it's a good matchup. But I just thought it was entertaining and funny, you know, that he was like, nobody knows who Keyshawn Davis is. And he basically was just like, look, you know, if my son came in here and, you know, Keyshawn Davis came in here, you know, they would know who my son is. They wouldn't know who he is. And look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Both of them on the same level. The only reason, we're gonna keep it 1,000. The only reason we know who Keyshawn Davis is because of who he's tied to. That's Terrence Crawford, right? And Terrence Crawford is not, he's known, but he's not a star. You know what I mean? He can't sell. You get what I mean? But that's the only reason why, you know, we know who Keyshawn Davis is. You know, we definitely don't know Keyshawn Davis because he's tied to Shakur. We know Shakur is because he's tied to Terrence Crawford, right? We just gonna keep it 1,000. That's just real talk. So I think that this would be a good matchup for the future. I think stylistically, you know, it'll pose some issues. You know what I'm saying? I think Amato, if I'm just gonna be real, if Keyshawn fought Amato right now, I would pick Keyshawn Davis. The other two Vargas brothers, I think, will beat the other two Davis brothers. You know what I'm saying? I think Amato got to work on his defense a little more. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good scrap for the future. You know what I'm saying? Entertaining, but I just thought it was hilarious that he was like, "Oh man, nobody even know who they are. They need to get their star power up." So it was comical to me. So I just felt like I need to talk about it. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that, Boss Guy.